In this video, we're going to talk about how to reignite your passion for trading. Stay tuned. Hey traders, a very warm welcome to you. Okay, so this is the pathway of most traders in the modern age. Okay, now excuse my crazily good drawings here, but bear with me. Step one, a trader or a person off the street or wherever says, hey, listen, I'm making really good money trading currencies or trading stocks or trading whatever, or spread betting, whatever it may be, and it's really good. Why don't you do it? Or they're online and they see all these adverts popping up. Maybe they're targeted because they're viewing similar things on social media or on Google, all that retargeting stuff. Maybe they're in the same kind of demographic age range, that kind of thing. And all of a sudden a banner pops up and says, have you tried trading euro? Or euro's going crazy at the moment. Do you want to trade it? Or what's your view on the yen? Or some of these clever marketing tools that these guys use to get you sucked into it. You go down the rabbit hole and all of a sudden you start thinking, wait, hang on a second, I can go short, I can go long, I can trade on margin, I can spread bet, I can CFD, I can trade all these things. It's kind of a cool thing to do. I quite like the idea of being a trader. I also like money, tick, tick, tick. All of a sudden they start to get involved with it. So this guy here is at the first phase of the cycle. He comes in bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. I don't know why he's got spiky hair, but he has. And he's in it because he can see the dollars, the pounds, and the euros. He's in it for the money. He thinks the money is going to be easy. He goes into it and he starts to trade. Then we kind of get to this phase here, which is phase two. Now this could be 3 months, could be 1 month, could be 6 months. It's normally a short time period. Someone sticks a bit of money in the trading account and pretty quickly, you might have a bit of early luck, but pretty quickly realizes that actually, you know what, this is pretty tough. And that's why this guy here has got a bit of not a frowning face, but a bit of an unhappy face. He's realized he's not going to buy his brand new Aston Martin within 6 months. He's realized he's not going to have a 7-figure bank account within a year. And he's actually studying and reading his books now. So this guy realizes that it's hard work. And most people are going to drop off in this phase. Okay, most people are in it, think it's going to be a quick win and aren't that passionate about it. But some people, probably like you watching this video now, are in somewhere along this phase, but realize that actually you like this. You like the challenge of trading, and the actual ultimate goal of being able to make some money out of it is a bonus. Yeah, you want to make the money, but actually you enjoy the trading as well. You enjoy the self-growth that comes with it, and you want to do this longer term. And so you're one of the very few that's actually now in this sequence here. Most people are dropping off here. Get rid of them. That's why there's a big marketing budget for all these guys who are spending lots of money trying to get you into the ecosystem. But then you've got this end here. And the final stage is when someone moves from kind of, the big wins and the big houses and the big cars very, very quickly to, okay, let's put that goal, if it is that goal for you, in the future, study, get to the position where actually I'm going to grow. I'm going to grow my account. I'm going to grow as a trader. I'm going to grow and I will get to what I want to achieve out of it. But I know it takes time. However, what happens is often we're going to dip in between these two phases. You're going to dip between understanding you're doing quite well and the account's growing slowly and everything's happening, or you're getting little bursts in growth and you're quite happy with the trading. You're never going to be content and say, hey, I'm really happy, because there's always going to be more money to be made. But you're comfortable with the level of growth and the kind of trading you're doing. But then every so often you slip back into this period where you think, oh, it's so challenging, and you study a bit more and you think that it's out of reach. And so you do that too many times, and what happens is you lose your passion for the actual trading, which you have to have really to improve yourself. I don't believe that you can do anything at a top level unless you really, really love what you do. And so how do you get out of this phase and back into this phase of, hey, I'm comfortable with what I'm doing. I know it's going to take my time. I need to grow. Often we can get stuck in this phase, and that normally happens when we're not making the money we want, or we're making mistakes we want. I've been there myself. I'm sure you've been there yourself if you've been trading for several years. You get to a phase where you think, hang on, I just can't seem to crack this nut. I'm stuck with this problem. I'm not making the money that I want to be making. And maybe you're losing money for a period, and it just becomes demoralizing. And the first thing you have to do then is just stop everything. You have to draw a line under everything, recognize you're in this cycle of going back into this phase, into this phase, into this phase, and say, hey, you know what? I need to take solid action. Stop trading. Just stop trading for a week, 10 days, whatever it is, 3 days, it doesn't matter. Just set aside time to stop trading and use it as reevaluation time. Your number one goal is not to make a good trade. It's not to make money. It's not to improve. It's to get yourself back into the mindset of this guy here, which is, hey, I'm on the right track. I just got to keep plodding. I've got to make little incremental growth, little spurts of growth, and that's how I'll push forward. So first is to stop trading. Get rid of everything and just think about what you've done well, how much you've done to get from this guy to this guy, and actually you were at that point in time. You know, what actually did you do to get there? What achievements have you made? Have you made kind of lots of steady growth on your account? You may have lost a lot of it that's why you've gone back into that area, but you've done something good. You know, what can you draw from that? Is it a specific strategy? Is it a specific way you've traded? What were the actual variables that applied to that good period of time when you were trading well, when you were in this guy's zone, that you can nurture again and get back into it? And then come up with a plan of action. You know, your plan of action when you go back into trading is to literally give yourself some easy wins. So again, you're not looking to make account growth. You're not looking to make monster trades. You're not looking to make a killing. You're looking to get yourself back into the zone of the confident zone of, hey, I'm doing all right. I need to keep pushing on, and I get my passion back, my excitement for it, my drive, my desire, my determination to be a good trader. So then your main goal is just to get your easy wins. So very small size. You're just looking for one winning trade. Another winning trade. Maybe you don't even trade at all. Maybe you start just making some paper calls. Maybe just get back into the market. Maybe you start to do some analysis. Maybe you just kind of get that flow going again, because whatever's happened that's knocked you back into here needs to be pushed back into the flow. You need to reignite the kind of, this isn't the passion stage, this is kind of the flow. I'm using the word flow, but you get the idea. It's the sort of thing that you need that gives you the ability to grow, and you know, your mojo, I guess, is a good a word as any. So once you've got that, you're then going to try trading, small size. Any setbacks, you take a couple of steps back, so you play really defensive, take a few steps back, try again, a few steps back, until you get back into that mode. And that might take you a couple of months, that might take you a couple of weeks. You know, it depends on how long this has been going on, when you've been feeling despondent about it and you're kind of subconscious saying this is no good, and you don't want to do it anymore, that kind of thing. But you've got to take action quickly, because otherwise what happens, and I've seen guys do this, is they're in this phase and they're growing their account very, very nicely. They have a bit of a drawdown, and then they go back into this phase and they think, hang on, this is really challenging, it's really, really tricky. They start to kind of seek help elsewhere, and they start to lose the kind of faith that they can make it. And unfortunately, a lot of people then just going for the whole big swing. They go, right, I'm going to try and get my account back to where it was. Maybe your account's halved or down, whatever it may be. And they start swinging wildly, saying, I can do it. And they're going with big size. And because they're not in the zone, because they're not comfortable, because they're not doing the right thing, they blow up. And it's a shame, because actually, you know, if they'd taken some time out and taken stock of the situation and just gone back into it slowly to enable them to get back into that zone, they would have had a better chance of then recovering and being back higher than they were before, but just being much more cooler and calmer about it. So anyways, that's my kind of pathway of reigniting your passion for trading. I think it's important that you are passionate about it. We're not going to be passionate about it all the time. There are times when we're going to think, hey, this sucks. This is kind of not going how I want it to be. And as long as we can take stock of that situation, don't let it get too bad, and then push ourselves back into it, so we're enjoying the process of trading, and then by the very nature of that, we're starting to make some more money, and they tend to go hand in hand generally. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos from myself and other traders on this channel. And as always, keep your risk managed, take care, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.